I live in a very small community called Mbatapo in the Boni region of Ghana. Over here, plastics have become a very convenient way of packaging for everybody. We eat from plastics, we drink from plastics, we even wrap our local foods such as kenke with plastics before cooking them. The effect of this is that we see plastics flying all around our environment, especially in our farmlands. This affects our health, it affects our ecosystems, the health of our ecosystems, and even agriculture. I believe that the plastic pollution problem does not have solutions. It has a single solution, and that solution is to place a ban on the production of these items. Some people may argue that we need to find alternatives before we call for a ban on these items. But I say that there are alternatives in the system, but people are not patronizing them. And people are not patronizing them because the plastic bags are less expensive. So I would say that we need to place a ban on these items. And once there is a ban, people will be forced to find healthier alternatives. And in the end, we would have healthier ecosystems, we will have healthier bodies.
Our water bodies have been polluted with plastic materials such as the bottles and the wrappers. Now, eco-conscious citizens is telling all Ghanaians to say no to single-use plastic bags. They are actually destroying our environment, water bodies, and contribute to most of the filth in our open spaces and gutters. And these contribute to flooding. Now, recent studies have shown the presence of microplastics in aquatic life and livestock, and this poses a danger to our health as human beings. Plastics take ages to decompose and are harmful to the environment. Now, we appeal to all Ghanaians and people around the world to use biodegradable, reusable, and eco-friendly materials when shopping or packaging food. And also, government institutions and private sectors should partner and find solutions of reducing the single-use plastics in the system. There are quite a number of recycling units at Tema, such as CESA, which takes your plastic bottles and recycles them. If we can do this and we can segregate our waste properly, this would help us help the environment and sustain our ecosystem.
Hello, I'm Pasi Maronji from Democratic Republic of Congo. I'm the founder of Maxi Compost, a waste management company based in Lubumbashi, DRC. So basically what we do at Maxi Compost, we compost. So we produce organic fertilizer for farmers using organic waste. We don't just stop there because we all know plastic waste is also a big issue in our environment. So what we do currently, we partner with recycling companies to recycle our plastic waste. So we have these PET which are recycled by our partners. We also have these HPGE which are also recycled by our partners. So this is how we contributing our own quota into managing plastic waste in DRC.
According to the Global Plastics Outlook, the amount of plastic waste generated across the globe has doubled over the past 20 years. The key drivers of this rising plastic usage is 1, increase in human population, and 2, income levels. Plastics waste are causing adverse impact on human health. Microplastics have been detected in human blood for the first time, with scientists finding tiny particles in almost 80% of the people tested. Dr. Kweku Efiye, the Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, has cautioned against the use of polythene to wrap foods such as banku, mutuo, fufu, kokonte, and our soups as a practice, and this is causing serious health implications to we Ghanaians. At the Ghana Youth Environmental Movement, the action we are taking to address this crisis is to lead a campaign calling for the ban of single-use plastics in the country. We believe banning single-use plastics is the first step to addressing the plastic crisis. Secondly, we are also urging the government of Ghana to invest in research and development in local alternatives that can be used to create eco-friendly materials to substitute single-use plastics.
Hi, my name is Cordy Aziz. I'm the founder and executive director of Environment 360. Here today we are at the Circular Innovation Hub. The Circular Innovation Hub is the first of its kind in Ghana, and what it seeks to do is close the loops locally on plastics by strengthening the value chain for recycled plastics. The hub is so important for the SDGs that we strive to hit globally. The hub really has a special focus on women. For the past 3 years, Environment 360 has been working with a variety of women waste pickers. What we realize is that despite these women's hard work, they're not moving up the value chain. This particular project is going to take them from collectors into small-scale innovators so that they can actually raise their income and have a greater impact in the community that they serve. Number 5, gender equality. When you look at the waste value chain, women are highly underrepresented. It's been shown that women, because they don't have access to technology and finance, they continue to remain at the very bottom of the pyramid in waste management. This means they often are subjugated to only doing jobs such as sorting and collecting. This project believes that when you equip these women with the skills and technology they need, they can actually not only become formidable business players, but formidable business owners that have a real impact in their community. When you look at goal number 9, innovation in technology, this particular project is using a small open source modular recycling technology that really is going to make recycling accessible on a very large scale. It can be used in urban communities, it can be used in coastal communities, but most important, it's going to really speed up where these ladies are today versus where they are in 5 years by collecting plastic. And when we look at goal number 17, partnerships for the SDGs. This particular property and facility is all about partnerships. We're seeking academia, we're seeking other technologists, as well as other innovators to come together so that we can find different applications for different types of plastics. Here at the facility, we'll be working with PP and HDPE mainly, but it's our hope that we'll be able to close the gap on a large variety of plastics using partnerships. We're also seeking businesses that are willing to take a serious look at their value chain and realize that some of these smaller plastic components they may be importing can be made right here in Ghana using the plastic of waste pickers, thus being able to have a greater social and environmental impact. We believe that together we can do this journey. We hope that you enjoy learning about each of our women innovators and their unique story. And most importantly, we hope that you can partner with the Circular Innovation Hub so that we can make this dream a reality and that we can have the impact that we need to have in Ghana with increasing plastic collection, increasing salaries, and creating jobs for women and youth.
My name is Samuel Okori, a pocket mentor and ambassador for Africa, and the pioneer of the Pop Nigeria Initiative on Climate Education. We are already seeing the adverse effects of climate change in our countries, particularly in Nigeria, where thousands of lives have been lost and millions of homes have been displaced as a result of climate change-induced disasters, leading to extreme loss and damage of lives and properties, which are irreplaceable. The Pop Nigeria Initiative on Climate Education was founded on the need to educate people about climate change and as well the need for people to take sustainable environmental practices to address climate change issues in their communities. The goal of the Pop Nigeria Initiative on Climate Education is to use climate change education as an adaptation and mitigation approach to address climate change issues. Already, we have been able to reach out to over 200,000 of our target audience in 28 out of 36 states of Nigeria. And we hope to engage with 36 states of Nigeria among target audience in 2023. The Pop Nigeria Initiative on Climate Education does not just end in classroom alone. However, it goes beyond classroom. We also teach people and train youth on necessary actions to take to address climate change issues. which include tree planting, proper waste management training, capacity building training, landscaping exercises, reforestation projects, beach cleanup exercises, and even agroecology training, where we train local farmers on sustainable agricultural practices. We are calling on stakeholders to implement and adopt climate change education into the academic curriculum of their countries. We are also calling on policymakers to implement a policy framework that ushers in climate change education as a legal right of individuals to have access to climate change education. We believe that when people get to know or are educated about climate change, it will help them to take sustainable actions in addressing climate change issues in their countries and also plan with climate change in mind. The issues of climate change is not hidden from us. However, what is hidden is our knowledge about climate change. And we believe when people know about climate change, they'll be able to take action to address climate change issues. We are calling on all stakeholders, both state and non-state actors, to start acting to protect our planet. We need climate change education in schools, in institutions, and also in communities.